What's up, guys? Welcome back to Napoli Central. Welcome back to another match review. My name is Giovanni, as always. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in to this video. Although it might not be the best video, the lighting's kind of crap. It's not my usual setting. I gotta be quick with this. But Napoli Torino 2-2. The season's practically over now. If you are a Napoli fan, as I am, and this whole channel is based on Napoli, do subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, we get to 300 very soon. If not, no problem. But if you are a Napoli fan and you like to subscribe, hit the like button right now as you're watching it. Please, guys, it takes 2 seconds to just click both those buttons. I'd really appreciate it. And even if you're not a Napoli fan, if you want to know more about Sadi, if you want to know about some of these players that might be leaving or whatnot, I'll make some videos throughout the summer, especially once the season ends. I'm just going to make some, player videos on topics of whether new managers coming in, some transfer news. So even if you're not a Napoli fan, do subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm just not happy. So the energy is just lacking in this video. Although I'm probably monotone no matter what. But it's over, man. The season's over. After a 2-2 draw to Torino, it's mathematically they're 6 points ahead of us, Juventus, and Napoli needs to win on goal differential, which probably won't happen since I think Juve is definitely over 10 goals ahead of us. I think it was 13, but I don't remember the numbers exactly. I'm sorry if that's wrong. But basically, we have to score like 5 goals in each of our next 2 games and hope that Juve loses both those games so that their goal count drops or their goal differential drops, which doesn't really matter because they're not going to lose both games, especially when you have Verona in the last game. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. And if you Napoli fans out there are really going to tell me that this miracle is going to happen, I'm sorry. This is the most realistic situation. They're not coming back with this draw. If they won today, Napoli, 4 points, okay, that's fine. If they lost, Juve lost to Roma, that's fine. Then it'd be 1 point, and then if they drew to Verona, Napoli won. But it's not there anymore. It's over. So another season. Our closest season to winning the Scudetto in the past couple of years that we've been at the top, and we thought we could finally do it, and we weren't able to. I don't know. I don't know what to say. The game itself, we were up first through a Mertens goal on his birthday. I believe today's his birthday. Bordiso was doing something in the box, kind of was careless with it. Mertens kind of just rushed him and was able to slot it home, take it away from him, and put it past Sirigu. So it's 1-0 Napoli. And then Baselli scores off a deflection off Koulibaly, who didn't have the greatest performances today. He kind of stabs at it, and it just deflects off Koulibaly way high of a velocity. Reino's kind of just stunned there, and he was already kind of crisscrossed and just deadlocked and planted in the floor. So he didn't get to move, make a save on it. It wasn't possible. It's 1-1. Then in the second half, Hamsik and Milik come on. Milik before Hamsik. Hamsik eventually comes on, scores a rocket of a goal. Beautiful shot past City, a long-range shot. Napoli's up 2-1, and it's looking like they can hold it out, that they'd be able to move on. And then late in the game, definitely past the 80th minute, if I'm not mistaken, Silvestri scores. Napoli was not defending correctly, not pressing up at all. They let Torino take their time, deliver a ball in. Silvestri got his head on it, perfectly onside, and it's 2-2, and that's the way the game ends. So, Milik, as soon as Milik came on, great, hits the post on a shot. Also took a stab on it as the ball was passed into the box and was not able to steer it down to the goal. Was barely wide, so 2 chances for him. But every time he comes on, it seems like great things happen for Napoli, whether it's just attacking play or the chances he gets. Insigne wasn't the best today, but he kept trying out there. Mertens, even though he got the goal, wasn't the greatest. I think this is his last season in a Napoli jersey, especially with some of the rumors of teams that might want to play I think it's $20 million release clause. I think this is his last season here. He kissed the badge. I've loved all he's done for the club. I just think he's going to be going. I think it's Milik's time to shine as long as he's healthy. So knock on wood there. Hopefully he stays healthy. Unas came in the game for literally 6 minutes. Didn't get the ball, so nothing to talk about there. Hopefully Hamsik has a good year next year because it seems like he's probably still going to be starting in the midfield. And hopefully we don't lose the likes of Zielinski and Alan because it looks like Jorginho might be on his way out. So Guys, the season is a fail. You know, it's a fail. We came up short. That's just the way it went. You know, I'm not going to get into politics and all this crap. I'm not going to say about referees and the VAR. There's nothing to talk about there. It's not for me to talk about. I don't do that stuff. So, you know, it's really just pissed me off. We freaking just sucked at the latter end of the season, flat out for me. I just think that our minds weren't in it. It's probably the lack of rotation that had a lot to do with it, with players getting tired, with, you know, how many minutes do these guys have in their legs? These consistent starters, 2,800 minutes or so, probably more than that, something like that. So these guys are freaking tired. There was nothing for them to do at this point in the season. You have a player like Rog on the bench, you don't blame. And also one thing, who's freaking whistling at ADL in the curvas? Like, you guys are you that ignorant? You know, for me, I understand. He might not be the luxury spender that we all want him to be. He might try to, you know, make the most of his coin in every deal that he does. But this guy has taken you from a Serie B team to consistently in the top 5 in the past couple years. Now we're a consistent Champions League team. You know, we at least get there. The next step is moving on to the knockout stages. I understand that, but we get there. So we're getting money from that. I understand he's not spending as much, but this guy has consistently each year built this team up. And it's a quality team. You know, because we fell short, now you're going to turn against him. He bought some of the players that Sadi wanted, right? I think Unas was a Sadi player that Sadi wanted. What did Sadi do with Unas? No, he's not ready. So what the hell was the point of buying that player if we weren't going to use him? Tell me what the point was. You know, I think ADL mostly did what Sadi wanted and bought the players that Sadi wanted to buy. You know, January was definitely a fail. January we did not get anyone, and you know, a player like Verdi would have been a huge reinforcement. Maybe even Politano, although I still don't agree with the price tag. So I'm kind of happy that we didn't buy him. But I guess in that mindset of you're winning the Scudetto this year, you have to make those buys, I guess. But listen, all this shit against ADL, and I have to say it just has to stop, because this guy has brought this team up from nowhere, and we're still consistently in the top of the league. You know, top 2, top 3 for the past, 4 or 5 years. You know, under Sadi especially, we've always been up there. So, I don't know. I don't get it. But I'm just going to end it there. I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. I mean, I don't know about next week. I'm going to be busy, so I'm not sure I'll be able to have a video. But, you know, I hope you understand where I'm coming from, where there's just no excitement. And I'm just, you know, not happy because we didn't get it done. So, I'll leave it at that. I'm sorry. You know, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I hope the Napoli fans will see that. I'm just not against ADL here. I just don't see it. If we get a new manager, we get a new manager. But, you know, even Sadi's a great coach. It's just the rotation problem was too big. And I guess we do need more superstars. But I still don't see how that's really ADL's fault right now, at least. I mean, maybe January was his fault. But in the summer, it seemed like, you know, everything was working because our players were healthy and not tired. And, you know, if we knew that this rotation problem was going to happen, you know, in hindsight, of course, I think ADL would have bought more players. But I don't know if that's really his fault for not rotating guys like Rogan, Diawara, and Tonelli more often. But that's just me. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. My name is Giovanni. Thanks for watching Napoli Central. And see you guys in the next one. Ciao.